Here's how Donald Trump can either secure a decisive victory or face defeat in the upcoming election. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. Rarely has there been such a stark difference in policies and basic principles between two presidential candidates as the contest this November. Kamala Harris is an emblem of the hard left ideologies that have captured the Democratic Party, first in California, where they've wreaked havoc, and now nationally, where the Biden-Harris regime has given us a devastating inflation, lower real wages for hardworking Americans, open borders that have let in millions of illegal immigrants, including an unknown number of criminals and potential terrorists, and a seriously weakened national defense that has put America in its most dangerous security position since World War II. Those extreme progressive policies are unpopular across the nation. Trump can leverage this by reminding voters that Harris has been a driving force behind these failed initiatives. He must highlight the stark contrast between his presidency and what Harris will deliver. Under Trump, we experienced a booming economy that gave Americans, especially lower and middle income workers, higher real wages, significant tax cuts that put even more money in the pockets of hardworking people, and a firm stance on border and national security. Inflation was kept in check, and our energy policies ensured affordable fuel prices. Remember $2 gasoline? The middle class thrived, and the American dream felt within reach for millions. In contrast, the Biden-Harris administration has not only been undoing all of that progress, but also, if she's elected, we can expect tax increases that'll end up crushing an already beleaguered middle class, inflation that'll eat away more at wages, and a border crisis that has already seen 10 million illegal immigrants pour into our country under her watch. And let's not forget her dangerous advocacy of defunding the police, which threatens the safety and security of our communities. Moreover, Harris was part of the cabal that hid the deteriorating health of President Biden, putting our country in a very dangerous situation, one that our increasingly aggressive adversaries were well aware of. This deception not only endangered national security, but also showed a profound lack of transparency and responsibility. But here's the bad news for Trump. Time is running out. He has little more than 80 days left to define Harris before her campaign crafts a more palatable centrist image for her. Already, her handlers had her parroting Trump's call for not taxing tips. Like Joe Biden in 2020, those handlers will shield her from unscripted moments and tough questions. Her campaign will be flush with cash, and they'll emphasize her youth, gender, and race. Trump's biggest challenge now will be avoiding the trap of personal attacks. While it might be tempting to go after Harris's inconsistencies and past mistakes, these distractions could alienate independent voters. Instead, Trump must stay laser-focused on the issues that matter most to Americans: the economy, taxes, inflation, border security, and the dangerous international situation. Trump should ask Harris, why is she now distancing herself from the very policies she once proudly championed? Why does she support tax hikes that'll cripple the middle class? Why does she turn a blind eye to inflation, which erodes wages? Why did she allow millions of illegal immigrants into our country? And why does she continue to support policies that defund the police? Finally, Trump must avoid the temptation to dwell solely on Biden's weaknesses. Biden is no longer the opponent, but rather his hand-picked candidate and chief enabler, Kamala Harris. She stands between Trump and a second term. By staying disciplined and hammering home the disastrous consequences of the Biden-Harris administration, Trump can draw a clear contrast between the prosperous America we had under his leadership and the bleak future Harris offers. Donald Trump has a winning message: a return to lower taxes, controlled inflation, secure borders, safer communities, and a strong national defense. The next 80 days will be crucial. Will Trump stay the course and secure a decisive victory, or will he get sidetracked and miss this historic opportunity? The choice is his. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.